I am going live, and it says I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. I am live on YouTube. Hey, everybody, welcome to yet another live solo play with yours truly, Sam Healy. Today, we're going to be taking a gander through Tenpenny Parks. This is a game that is designed by Nate Leonard, and it is put out by Thunderworks Games. Great little company. So this is basically a set collection, worker placement, tile placement game. It has all of those things going on in it. So you're basically going to have 3 workers that you're going to be able to place throughout the course of a turn. And you're going to be choosing from a number of different places that we'll take a look at in just a few moments. And you're simply trying to build your amusement park and make it as best as you possibly can. Of course, the point of the game is to score to have the most points at the end of the game. This lady right here is my opponent. Since I'm going to be playing solo, Becky is going to be my opponent, and we will try to beat her at her own game, and that is building an amusement park. The artwork on here is one of my favorite artists, Vincent Dutrait, and you'll be able to see that throughout the course of the game. So, with that having been said, we are going to go ahead and get started here in just a few moments. Don't have anybody chatting or anything like that yet. That's okay. I only have one viewer. So that's all right as well. But that one person can say hello. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You're probably at work, and that's fine as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and flip over to the second angle and get going. All right, so as we're starting here, and as I already said, we're going to be showing you a bunch of different things as we play through the game. And what that will be, let's see, that's got all the right places. All right, we're good to go. We are good to go. RT says hi. Hello, RT. Good to see you. All right, so here we have the main board that is set out here, and we have the different attractions that can be added into your theme park. And that consists of where the tile placement part of the game is going to be placed. Once you purchase one of these different things here, one of these different attractions, you'll be able to take that tile and place it into your amusement park. Now, there are placement rules. You can only have different attractions that are touching at the corners. You can't have any flat spaces. So basically, for example, if these two things were in my amusement park, I could not have them touching like this. I couldn't have them touching like that, but I could have them touching like this on the corner, anywhere that you would like. You can have them touching on corners, but you just can't have flat surfaces touching each other. So that's the main placement rule. You also can't cover up any trees that are out there, and you can't overhang off the side of the board. There are going to be some expansion tiles that you can add to either side of your amusement park board as the case goes along. So that's generally how the tile placement part of it works. Now, the worker placement part is that you'll be able to place your dudes out here on these different spots to take these different attractions. How much you have to pay in order to build that is denoted by the amount on the card, plus the either addition or subtraction of dollars that are on this. And this will be able to be moved around throughout the course of the game. So the prices will fluctuate, determined by the amount that's on the card plus or minus whatever is on the actual carousel piece here. Only one person can go for each thing during the course of a round, so that's that. On these other placements here, any number of people can be placed, but they do different things. For example, The arborist here will allow you to remove 2 trees from your board because you can't place attractions over top of the trees that are there. You have to remove them from the board first, and then you can place things down there. The banker is just going to give you $2 if you go there, if you send a worker there rather. The realtor will allow you to take an expansion tile for a cost of $3. And then the contractor here costs $0, and you're able to add one of these concession stand booths to your board. And again, regular tile placement is true with those as well. The concession stand tiles will have different things on them. Sometimes they will boost you on these different tracks here, and we'll talk about those in just a minute. Which is what these 2 symbols do. But sometimes they'll also give you extra money during the income phase as well. So like this one will give you an extra $1, and it'll also give you a bump up on the awe track as well when you get it. So there are multiple things that can happen with those concession stands. A number of concession stands that are twice the number of players goes out here. So since I'm just one, only 2 concession stands will be available each round for me to take. Now, Becky is going to be represented by the red color and the red tokens here. I am using the Fast Pass mini expansion that you can get with the game. Basically, this just adds 4 tokens that will boost these 4 different places in years, or rather months, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But it does say that if we use this, then Becky starts with 5 victory points. So that's why she has 5 victory points already. She will have her workers, and then she also will be taking things here on the tracks as well. So I'm going to have to compete with her in order to stay up on these tracks. Now, what is this track? Well, it's going to be a couple of different things. During the course of the game, it'll be a chance for you to get other things. For example, in the thrill track here, you have the chance of getting an extra worker if you are the furthest along the track. And you can do that by simply going backwards 1 and taking this. Or you can not take it and just get a victory point. The second person on this track will always get a victory point, but that's not for the first or the 2-player, the solo mode or the 2-player. That only happens in 3 to 4 players. The awe track here will give you the opportunity of going first, and that's what this shovel represents. It represents the first player. So I will start with it as the solo mode rules dictate, but it is possible that if Becky gets ahead of me on the awe track, she will be taking this from me, which means that she'll be placing one of her workers out first, and so forth and so on. The joy track down here represents the ability to get more money throughout the course of the game, or extra victory points. So the person who is in first place will always be able to get 1 victory point if they want to, or they can go backwards 1 and take the extra effect that is there. So that's how these track works. Now, you'll see that this part over here is shaded. And once you get to that point, then you're going to be scoring additional points at the end of the game. And that's the attraction bonus here. So if you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I'm sorry, that's not the attraction bonus. Once you get to one of these here, you're going to be getting an additional 5 points at the end of the game, and that's what these are denoted by here. So if you get your piece all the way to this spot right here on the 3 tracks, that's going to be 5, 10, 15 points at the end of the game for you. So that's another thing that we'll be shooting for, and something that she will also be scoring points for at the end of the game as well. Now, I do have the solo rules here, and so I'm going to keep this with me just so to make sure that I'm doing Becky's turns correctly throughout the course of the game. But I think we are pretty much ready to go. But before we get started, I do want to come back to the main camera here, and I want to explain something. You may have noticed that this was Tiny Epic Vikings initially. That's what I had chosen first to do as a solo player experience. Now, I did that. I chose to do that because I was like, well, I want to see how it plays, and I'm interested in the game. So I went ahead and scheduled it as Tiny Epic Vikings. Then I looked at the solo player rule changes, and there were, I think, 4, maybe 5 pages of solo player rules. Now, that's just, I don't know that I'm going to enjoy that experience, because I enjoyed Tiny Epic Vikings multiplayer, but then there seemed to be a lot of changes for the solo player mode. And I don't know that I usually don't like solo player modes when they change a lot of things in the game. For example, in this game, there is literally 1 page, 2 columns worth of notes, basically, to change the game into a solo mode game. But then there are multiple pages for the Tiny Epic Vikings. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to do Tiny Epic Vikings as solo mode sometime in the near future, but I just wasn't savvy on doing that today. So it was one of those 2 games, either this one or Tiny Epic Vikings, that I was going to do today. I initially chose Tiny Epic Vikings, but I decided to change my mind and do this instead, because I'm assuming, I'm of the mind that this is going to mimic the multiplayer experience much better, because of how few changes there are. That's why I changed. I said that in the description of this video that I would give it an explanation. So there you have it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our first turn, and we're going to do that right now. All right, so here we go. The first thing that happens here, as you can see here, is the income step. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be gaining an amount of money, which is $3. So we gain $3 for the beginning of the game. Now, as we go through the game, certain things like that concession stand that I showed you that gives you $1, some of the other attractions here will give you extra dollars, like the souvenir shops down here will give you $2 throughout the course of the game, or just depending on which one is built. It looks like they all give you, this one gives you $3 throughout the course of the game every turn. So there you have that. You'll take all of those different things and add them together, and in the income phase, that's how much money you're going to get at the beginning of the game. Since we don't have any attractions built and we don't have any concession stands built, then we only get the base $3. So that's what that happens. And now, since I'm going first because I have the shovel, then I'm going to be able to be the first person to take an action in the actions step. And this is where we place workers on action spaces or take actions. Now, another thing that I didn't explain earlier is that there are a couple of bonuses, and I'm just going to go ahead and show them because Becky doesn't know what they are. And so these are the 2 bonuses that I'm going to try to work towards during the course of the game. So I want most joyful. So I want to be the highest on the joy track down here. Doesn't matter if I've passed this threshold of scoring more points at the end of the game. I just have to be the highest or the furthest along that track. I have to be further along than Becky. And if I am, I get 3 points at the end of the game. This one says that I have at least 2 fantasy attractions, and the fantasy attractions are these ones that have the green banner on them and that little dragon logo up at the top that you may not be able to see. If I have at least 2 fantasy attractions in my amusement park, then I'm going to be able to score 3 points at the end of the game. So that's what those 2 guys are going to be doing. So we'll keep that right there. Now, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and go with, let's see. I have got, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got $10 to spend. This one right here, the Storm Giant, I want to try to get started and get that accomplished so I can stop worrying about it. But it also gives me a lot of things that I can shoot shoot up on these tracks down here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So I take $8 minus $2, so that makes that $6. I'm going to take one of my workers and place it right there, and then that makes me spend 3, 4, 5, 6, right like that, and then I can take this card and add it to my tableau. Now, if I add it to my tableau, I can pay $3 to score 3 victory points during the advertisement phase, and then at the end of the game, this is going to give me 3 more victory points at the end of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and add that right there, and I've paid my $6, so I just need to take the, where is he? No, he is over here. And that is the Storm Giant, right? Yeah, it's this guy right here. Now, the Storm Giant is a big, huge tile, and this is going to go in my thing here. Where can I put it? Well, there's only, it looks like there's only one. Well, no, I could put it right here if I wanted to. Make it the main attraction. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to put it right smack dab in the middle of my park. And it's going right around that tree. But what I've covered up is one of these things. And what that symbol means is that basically I can move up on my choice of one of those tracks. So I'm going to place that right there. And since I covered that one up, I'm going to, let's see, what is it giving me? Okay, so since I have my other thing of joy, I'm going to use that for the cover up. And then I also get 2, oh, I forgot, I'm not red, so 1 here, and then I get 2 blue, 2 on the thrill track, then I get 1 on the odd track, and I get another one on the thrill track, on the joy track. So that's what this card gave me, and then it's going to give me 3 points at the end of the game, and I have to spend $3 to get 3 victory points if I want to do that. But that's during the advertisement phase. So that is done. So that is my first worker. Now Becky's first worker is going to place her first builder on the location that is associated with the highest cost. All right. So we look at the ones that are around. So this one is 2 plus 3 is 5. This one is 1 plus 5 is 6. This one is 0 plus 3. That's only $3. This one's only $5 because it's 5 and 0. And then this one's minus 1, so that's only $3. So she's going to place hers right here since this is the most expensive. And that one goes and gets taken. Now, what happens here is that she will take she takes the attraction card and advances her emotion discs on the emotion tracks, and that's it. So she'll go up 1 here, and then she'll go up 1 here on the awe as such. And then this will get placed over here for hers. She is going to score herself 2 points at the end of the game for that card. So actually, let's see. Let's try to make some more room here. And we'll put this right in here like that because this is all of Becky's stuff. So we'll put her in there like that. And then my stuff is behind and over here. All right, so that's her first one. So now it comes to my second. And my second, well, let's see here. We've only got $4, so we could take this one for $3. That's going to be the Basin City Scramble. I don't know that we have any place that would actually take that. Well, no, I could. I could fit it right there. But I don't know that I want to do that. Maybe I do. I think I'm going to wait for that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I do want to get some of these trees out of here probably. But do I want to wait? Let's go ahead and do Contractor. That's going to let me take this dude right here. And we're going to put him... Yeah, you know what? I don't think that's what I want to do either. Goodness gracious. You'd think I'd have thought this through. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to come over here. That's 4 minus 1. It's $3. So $3 gets paid to the bank. And the Basin City Scramble comes on in. And we're going to place this little guy right there. It's going to cover up a heart. So that allows me to move one more up here like that. And then this comes over. It also gives me one more on the odd track. So we'll go ahead there because of that. And that comes right over here. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we shall see. All right, now Becky's second action will be to place a worker on the building location with the least value. So we've got 5, can't go here, can't go here. So it's 5, 3, so it looks like 3 right over there. So her worker is going to go there. This will come out. She gets +1 on the joy track because of that card, because of that right there. And then this will come right over here. And then my last action will be, let's see, Becky is going to reveal a random face down concession tile. So she's going to take one of those tiles. My thing, I think, is going to be to go to the I think I'm going to go ahead and go up here to the good night in the morning, the contractor, and that will allow me to take this little guy right here, and I'm going to put him on the $2 spot, which basically just gets me a couple bucks back. But he also gives me +1 on the awe and +1 on the joy. So that's pretty good. Her last one is going to go to the contractor, and a random tile is drawn. I'll just simply draw one of these. And what does it give her? Okay, it gives her +1 on the awe track and +1 on the joy. And that's all that happens there. All right. Then, at the end of the actions step, then we go to the bonuses step, which is where we receive bonuses from our tracks. So, what we're going to do here is that the first player can choose to go backwards 1 and take the additional worker for the thrill. That's possible. For the awe, I can choose to go backwards 1 and keep the shovel. If I don't choose to go backwards 1, this will simply pass to Becky. So I don't necessarily want to do that. So I think I do want to go backwards 1 here. Being on top means that you are the one that is in the lead, and that gives me the extra worker instead of taking a victory point. With this one, I am going to go back and keep it, and then with this one, I think I am going to go backwards 1 since it still keeps me in the lead, and that gets me an extra $3 to deal with at the beginning of the next round. All right. So let's just make sure here. Bonuses. Whenever one of Becky's discs is ahead of the player's disc on a track, Becky receives the victory point token bonus. As a result, her emotions discs do not move toward during this step. However, if Becky is ahead on the awe track, she also gains or keeps the shovel token for the next month. So we do have to keep track of that. Now, we go from the bonuses step. That was the end of that. into the advertising step. We can spend money to advertise, to build attractions, and gain victory point tokens. So you can only do each attraction once per turn. So if I wanted to, I could spend $6 and get 5 victory points, or I could just do one or the other, or I could just not advertise at all. It's whatever you'd like to do. Vanessa Garreton, good afternoon. Hello, Vanessa. Good to see you. Brian, Game with ADHD. Good morning, Sam. Good morning? Yes, that's true. You have just woken up because you work night shift. I get it, Brian. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And good to see you too, Vanessa. And I already said hi to RT, but I'll do it again. Hello, RT. So, during the advertising step, I think... I could spend $6. I do have the money, but I'm not gonna. Because I want some cash for next round. I think I'm gonna wait. Because I just wanna wait. Let's see here. Becky, however, always advertises her most recently gained attraction. So that's the one that's on top. So she will get 1 victory point. Bink, just like that. She never spends money for it either. And then cleanup. Now, during the cleanup step, we refresh concessions. So this one goes away. And we draw 2 more. I am not looking. So we go 1 and 2, just like that. And we rotate the carousel, and then we will advance this marker as well. Now, one of the things about whoever has the shovel token, whoever is the first player, gets to rotate this however they see fit. So all of these workers are going to come back, and here's Becky's workers up here. And now I can basically rotate this any way I want to. When Becky is in control of the shovel, she's going to simply click it once clockwise, I believe. Yes, clockwise. But I can choose where it goes. So basically it gives me the opportunity to affect the market if I want. And I think I'm just going to keep it right there. Man alive, I need to clear some trees though. That's going to be $5. That's going to be $6. All right. Well, she won't go to the first one. All right. All right. I think. Man, what is that? That's going to be a hard one to get out there. Dadgummit. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this works out. I don't know. I don't know how it worked out. All right. Here we go. Brian says, I sent the email finally because I'm bad at this. All right. Thanks, Brian. I'll check after I'm done. Let's see here. All right. We are here. So I think I'm not going to affect this at all. I'm just going to keep it right where it is. Because I think that's where I want it. So that's done. And we advance the month marker. So we move this down here like this. And this is when our first fast track or fast pass is going to be added. So the fast pass, this one, goes to the banker. And basically what that means is that the first person to go to the banker is going to be able to get $4 instead of just $2. All right. So that's the fast track icon there. On the other ones, for example, the contractor, it'll give you a concession stand, and it'll also give you your choice of a bump up on one of these tracks. If we go to the arborist, then you can clear 4 trees instead of just 2. And then when we go to the realtor, the cost is minus $1, so it's $2 to add an expansion instead of 3. But that won't happen until further months down the road. All right, so I'm going first because I have the shovel. So we go to income step, beginning of the second round here now. Now, income step is I look to see if I have any bumps up on concession stands or anything like that. I don't, so I just get $3. And that goes into my pool there. Becky doesn't get income, so we're done with that. My first action is going to be to clear some trees. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clear 1 and 2 trees right there. Now, her first one, she goes to the most expensive. So this one's only $5. This one here is $8. Wow. This one is 5. This one is 5. This one is 6. And this one is 5. So she goes to the most expensive one. She takes this. It gives her 2 bumps up on the thrill track. So boom, boom. And that will be it. This will get placed on top so that we can remember her most recently acquired for advertising later on. Then my second action is going to be to actually, oh, will I have enough? That's going to be $5. Yeah, I will. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go here to the realtor and I'm going to purchase an expansion. Oh no. That's not going to work, is it? Poopy doopy. I'm going to do this, I think. So I get $3. And we're going to place this guy right here, just like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same. So we're just going to place it right there, just like that. I removed these 2 trees last time, so we don't have to worry about them. But that is that. Now we're going to go, Becky will place her second on the least expensive. So again, we had $5 here, 5, 5, 7 minus 1, 6, 7 minus 2 is 5. All right, so if there's a tie, there is a tie. Well, she can't go here. But there's 5, 5, and this. Dadgummit, she's going to take what I wanted. You pooper! Yeah, because, all right, the reason she's going to take, because she always goes for the most expensive. So this one's 5. I'm sorry. Most expensive is the first one. Now she goes for the cheapest one. So the cheapest one here, this one's $5. This one's $5 because it's 7 minus 2. This one's $5 because it's 5 plus 0. And this one's 5 because it's 5 plus 0. So all 3 of these are worth $5. And this one is worth $5. So all 4 of these are worth $5. Wow. So there is a tie. And if there's a tie, she goes to the one that advances her tokens here the most. So this one will advance her tokens 3 times. These other ones only do it 2 or 1 or not at all. So she's definitely going to choose the one that I wanted. Dadgummit. Poop. But she takes it. And she gets a bump up here. And then she also gets 2 bumps up over here. Like that. Wow, that was a really good one. That's why I wanted it. Becky. Becky. Being mean. Let's see here. So my third action. Wow. Guess I should just wait now. Because... oh, I forgot to add trees. You do have to add trees to your expansion whenever you build it. Because that matters. Oh, man. Poopy. All right. Ooh, that looks interesting. That looks interesting. Maybe I can do that one. That's, oh no. $5. It's a... well, let's see. 5. Oh, they're both squares. This one's a weird square. I could do that. That would be good. 7, $6. I have 6. I only have 6. Wow. I think I'm gonna do the. $5 one right here. That's this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $5. What do we got here? Tom is here. Good to see you. My notification on YouTube said 4 p.m. And when I checked, no one was there. So I thought it was going to be 7 p.m. because of the time difference. Huh. That's weird. You know what? That might be tomorrow's. Because tomorrow I'm going live at 1 o'clock, which I believe for you would be 4 o'clock. So maybe you're just getting the two lives mixed up. I put today's at 2 o'clock because I had a meeting that I had to go to earlier this morning and I didn't know how long it was going to be. But tomorrow's is going to be at 1 o'clock. So maybe that was the mix up there. Sorry, Tom. All right, what did I just do? I just paid $5 for something. I paid $5 for the Horseshoe Saloon, I believe. So the Horseshoe Saloon is not going to give me any points at the end of the game, but it's going to give me $2 a round. All right, so that one comes right over here. And the, what is it called? The Horseshoe Saloon. That's going to be this little fella. And the Horseshoe Saloon is going to go right up. Well, right up here, I think. Horseshoe Saloon is right there. I covered up the 2 lightning bolt spots, so I get 2 up on the thrill. 1, 2. And then Becky places her last one, and her last action is always going to be here to reveal a random tile over here. And this gives her, dadgummit, +1 on the awe and +1 on the thrill. So that's what she got this turn. And then that's her last action. My 4th guy, I only got $1, so I'm going to come here and get $4. And that's what this does. So that one is over. All right, that is that. Now we go to the bonuses step. So she is murdering me over here. So her track will never go back 1. So she'll take another victory point for being 1 up over here. Over here, I could go back 1 and keep yeah, kind of want to do that. I'll do that and keep this. Then she will just get another victory point over here. So having her go be up above me on these tracks, just giving her more victory points, which is not good. All right, now the advertising step. I think at this point I am going to pay $3, and I'm going to advertise my Storm Giant attraction, and that will get me my first 3 points of the game. So that'll come right down here. I'll just keep it right there to keep it above and beyond. She will always advertise. Oh man, she got 3 more points. So I'll put that in and get. She does the Wizard's Duel there. All right, not looking too bright for the home team here. Now the cleanup step. We go ahead and bring our people back. I did not get this one, and she didn't take it either, so that will go back there. I get my 3 guys to come back here, and she gets her 3 guys and comes back here. Well, poop. All right, now let's see what I can do. That is not a cool, that's a really cool thing, though. I can get that done. Maybe. Oh. Or maybe not. Good night. Okay, let's see here. She goes for the most expensive first. So, it's $5. $5. 7. Okay, so she'll be coming over here probably. But man, it's giving her a lot of stuff. 6 over there. 5 and 5. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to leave that right where it is. The month marker comes out. So this will come to the contractor. And we are about to be in the third round here, folks. I am easily confused, Tom says. Well, we all are about some things. Don't worry about it, buddy. All right, I'm not going to rotate the carousel. I don't know why, but I'm just not. All right, here we go. I am getting beat on, well, not both, but let's see. All right, my first action. It's going to be clear some trees, I think. Oh, one thing I do need to check. Do we have to be adjacent? I don't think we have to place adjacent. I got to double check that. Tile placement rules. No overlap, no overhang, no adjacency. Tiles may touch. They may share a side. Oh, they can share a side with adjacent tree markers. They may be rotated to any orientation before placement. Once placed, tiles can't be moved. When placing a new tile that covers a single or double immediately advance, if it covers, okay. So, all right, it does not have to be adjacent. So, all right. Income step. So I'm going to get $2 from my Horseshoe Saloon plus the 3, so I get $5 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will be that. So now my first activity is going to be to remove some remove some trees. So I think I'll remove, well, poopy doop. I'll remove these two. And then she goes to the most expensive one first. So that's going to be 7. I'm pretty sure it's going to be that one. 7, that's 6, 5, and 5. So yeah, she's going to go here. That gives her, oh man, 1, 2, and 1. Man! Urgh! She's whooping me, folks. She's whooping me. Alright, my second one will be to go to Dragon's Flight here, and that's going to give me $5 because it's 7 minus 2. So that's going to be $5. That gives me plus 1 here, and then plus 2 there, like so. And that's going to give me, okay, so a couple of things there. That gave me my second fantasy attraction. So I'm definitely getting $3 at the end of the, 3 victory points at the end of the game from this. And I'm also going to get this. So getting that second one is getting me 9 points at the end of the game. So that's pretty cool. But I do need to take and put, what was it? Dragon's Flight. It's this one right here. Dragon's Flight gets put out there. And the cool thing about these tokens is that you can have the name of it on there, or you can flip it over and not have the name on it. It's whatever you'd like to do. I think this one, however, is going to go like... Nope, I can't do it that way. Oh, nuts. If I do this, I still have a chance. at getting all of that other stuff, except for this one. Nutty boy. Alright, I'm just going to do it this one. And that gives me a +1 on one of the tracks. I'm going to have it be this one. So that's the Dragon's Flight. Alright. So that is done. And now she goes to her second. She chooses the least expensive. There's 5 here, 5, 5, 6. So she chooses the one that's going to give her the most, which is this one over here. So that gives her 2 hearts. And 1, 2. Dadgummit. And that goes here. My last dude is going to go... Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. I think I will take it. I'll go here. This will give me a concession stand plus an extra one of my choice. So this one gives me a +1 on the awe. Oops, wrong one. And then it also gives me +1 on the joy. And then my extra one from this is going to be an extra bump up here on the joy track. So this needs to be placed here. And now do I want to place the I'll place it right there. That gives me another bump up on one of the tracks. I'll take it on this one. So I'm really trying to get that 3 points at the end of the game. All right, next. Her last one is going to go over here, and she takes a random one. And it just gives her $2 extra. Oh, that's a good one for her to get, because she doesn't take dollars. Ha ha. All right, Hatchim, hi from Portugal. Hello, hello. Any new entries in your top 10? Our top 100 we're up to 30 to 21 at this point. That's the one we just placed. We just put up yesterday. Is the 30 to 21. We'll be recording at least one of the either the 20 to 11 or the 10 to 1. Those are the last 2 segments, and we'll be recording at least one of them this weekend at some point. So be on the lookout for that next Wednesday. There's some really good games in these lists at this point. So we did post another one yesterday, the 30 to 21. That's the most recent one so far. And then I also did make 3 lists for Essen. There was a 15 games to go demo in 11 different booths. There was a 6 must-buy games at Essen, and then there was a 13 games of interest. So altogether, that's 28, 34 games talked about in three lists. So you can go check those out as well. All right, where was I? I think I was at the end of, she just did her last thing over there, and then she pulled the hot dog stand, which didn't get her any moves over here, which is good. All right, so we are at the bonuses step. So at this point here, she's just going to get another victory point. Good old Becky. Here, I can choose to go backward and keep this, or I can take a victory point. I think I'll just go backward and keep it. And then down here, I'm ahead, but I think I'll go backwards and take $3 because money is a good thing to have in this game. So that will be that. She did not take this, so nobody gets it. And now we're going to the Arborist. So this is round 4. All of our peoples come back. And that stays there. With the arborist, you can remove 4 trees, not just 2. So that might be advantageous. We'll have to see. I don't think it really helps me out much at all. Let's put this up here. Move these over because I am going to have to. I'm going to have to expand here, I think. Okay. So after the bonuses step, we go to advertising. She will advertise and get another victory point. Do I want to advertise? You know, I think I will. I'll advertise the Storm Giant again. So $3. And that gets me 3 points. So I'll put in 2 and grab a 5. She is whooping me. All right, that's advertising. Now to clean up. We've already done that. We'll refresh concessions and draw out a couple more. 1 and 2. So we've got a balloon stand, looks like, and a t-shirt shop. All right. Let's see. I'm going to be first. I can switch these around. All right. I don't need to worry about the fantasy ones anymore. I need to get... Okay. Some things to keep your eye on throughout the course of the game. The attraction bonus here. Let me go back to field 2. Thank you for doing it. Do you want to switch to overhead view? Yes, I did. Thank you. Will Jessie appear in the top 10? I don't know. I don't know that she has her top 10 done yet. She has been curating her top 50. So we are planning on doing her top 50 later on. So that may happen. But yes, I did want to switch to the overhead view. Thank you for reminding me, Tom. All right. A couple of things to look at here. The attraction bonus. If you have 6 to 7 attractions, you're going to get an extra 5 points at the end of the game. 8 or more, you get 10 points at the end of the game. So right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4. So I need to get 2 more in the next 2 rounds at least. So maybe I want to start... getting some of the cheaper ones. I've been going for the more expensive ones. Now, I have been able to control it a little bit with the price here, but it's still been expensive. $5 a pop instead of, you know, if I were to put this like this, it'd be $1 to get some more sticks and stones. You know, that kind of thing. So maybe I want to do some of that. Also want to look at the shapes that are out there as well, because that's also important. I've really kind of hemmed myself in here. That's not good. Well, it'll be all right. Let's see. I think I want to go for... That will make her take that one. That might be something I do. I don't know. We'll see. I know it's weird, but I think I'm gonna keep that just like that. I know it's weird, but I think I'm gonna do it. $3 over there. That's not bad. All right. So I'm gonna keep that right there just like that. And then we've already removed everything. We've got the last thing out here. Now we go to income. So I get $2 plus my 3 regular, so I get $5 for my income. These things just don't like to... These are really good components, by the way, but trying to keep them neat, like I'm trying to do for you guys, is something else. So there we go. All right. That's our income step. Now we go to action step, and I get to go first. I am going to... Oh, am I going to be able to afford it? I'm not, am I? 1, 2, nuts, nuts, nuts. Five, 6, 5, 7. Okay, that's the cheapest, so, all right. Oh, man. All right, I am losing track of time here. I have to do that. Yeah, I have to. All right, so I'm going to spend $3, and I'm going to take and build this little guy right there. I got to put trees out. So 1, 2, 3. And let's see what else. Hatchim, that money looks really good. Is it wood or plastic? It is neither wood nor plastic. It's thick cardboard, but it's super thick cardboard. It's really, really thick. It's really good component quality. I am not downing it at all. It's just that I'm trying to keep it nice and neat, and it's a little stack, and it can get temperamental from times. But it is cardboard, but it's super thick. Just like all of the cardboard is really thick, durable cardboard. That was that. So I think I went to the realtor. Boom. Now. Becky's going to go to the most expensive for the first one. So this one's $7 over here. And 5, 3, 6, 5. So she goes over here to max force. And she's going to get +1 here and +1 there. Just like that. And then this will go underneath for advertising later on. My second guy, I'm going to send, least expensive is 5. Still gotta be that one down there. Ooh. I gotta do it. I'm gonna go over here and just spend $3. $3 to get Atlantis. That puts me up 1 here. And then, oh, I gotta take Atlantis. Atlantis is this one. So Atlantis will go right over here, and that covers up 1. I think I'll go up 1 here. No, I think I'm going to go up 1 there, because I want to try to stay ahead on that track. All right. That is that. Her second one goes to the least expensive. Thanks for streaming. I like this game a good bit. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. Now she goes to the least expensive, which is 5, 6, 5, 5. Oh man, I keep giving her so many good deals. I need to stop doing that. So she will take this one and get 1, 2, and 3. Nuts! That's going to force my hand on something that I didn't want to do. Alrighty then. Nugget bag, man. I wanted to get those trees out of there, but now I can't because I gotta go over there. that's not even really going to help. I don't think concessions placed can be placed. Concession or attraction. Yep. So you can't do that. Huh. Well, I think I'm just going to do this. Take this, and that gives me +1, and it gives me a buck. In the so I'm getting $6 in the income phase now. Now she goes and gets a random dial, and she goes up 1 over here on the odd track. Okay, well, that's that. Didn't get to use the arborist, which kind of stinks. But now we go to the bonuses step. So here, she will just simply get a victory point. Boom. And on the awe, she will get another victory point. So I'll turn in these 4 to get 5. And then down here, I'll go back 1. Oh, but, oh, dadgum, she takes this. Stinky poo-poo. All right. All right. That was unfortunate. I'm going to get 3 more bucks, though. All right. She will advertise and get 2 victory points. Goodness gracious. She is murdering me. I'm not going to advertise because I just can't afford it. And okay, now these come back. And because she controls this, it clicks 1 clockwise. So it simply goes like that. Which is... Aaron Clark, how does this compare to Barron Park? Heard there were some similarities. Yeah, there are some similarities. I kind of like this theme a little bit more than Barron Park. Don't get me wrong, though. Barron Park I like that theme, and I think it's very well done. But I like the artwork in this one a lot better, and I like the theme in this one a little bit better. Because theme parks are more my thing than zoos. And Barron Park is kind of more of a build your own zoo type game. But there are a lot of similarities. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to that. That's for sure. Let's see here. What you got? Okay.
I'll try.
Sure.
Been cooking this all day.
Yeah.
Don't say gross.
Oh, she did that on purpose.
Don't say gross.
That is gross.
I have to eat that for 2 weeks.
All right, so what just happened was my wife gave me some of her lemony split pea soup that she is going to be eating for the next couple of weeks as part of an anti-inflammatory diet to help treat her MS. And she just gave me a taste of it. And it was nasty. It was super gross.
It's not gross.
She said it's not gross. She's lying. She is telling herself that because she has to eat it for the next couple of weeks. So she's also a lot more of a... She likes beets, so there's that. Okay, I think the coffee has sufficiently gotten that taste out of my mouth. That was disgusting.
It was not. I gotta go pick up the...
So, back to the game. All right. I'm getting, in case you're just now tuning in, I'm getting my butt handed to me by a non-existent AI. Becky is whooping me because apparently I'm not very good at this game. But it's okay. Let's see. How many do I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to get at least one more attraction this round. And I don't know that I'm going to actually do it. We do have to put this down. This is the last round. And now the realtor costs minus $1. So it would only cost $2 for an expansion instead of $3 this round and this round only. This goes away. And we have to grab a couple more of these guys. So we have a hot dog stand, which does absolutely no good whatsoever. And then we have a couple others. Okay, let's see here. She's already rotated this. I know that. I know we did that because we did that. So I think that's the end of the cleanup step. Now we go to income. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get $6. All right. So that is that. She goes first now during the action step, and she takes the most expensive thing first. This is $3. This is $4. This is $9. So I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. This is 5. That's 2, and this is 5. So she definitely goes here. Wow. 1, 2, and then 1 over there. Good night. My first action as I'm getting ripped to shreds. Let's see. $5 over there ain't bad for mudslide, but I can't fit mudslide on my freaking map. Do I have an L shape out there anywhere? No. A bunch of squares. A bunch of L7 weenies. I think I need another expansion, for crying out loud. So I'll spend $2. I don't know how this is going to help me. I really don't see how this is going to help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to get at least one more. Alright. $2. So I'm going to go here. And that gets me an expansion. Alright. The expansion. So we go tree. Wow. This is horrible. Okay, that was that. Now she goes to the least expensive, which I believe is that one over there, only $2. So she goes there, and she gets... Wait a minute. Oh, she got that. Oh, dadgummit, she's going to beat me for that too. This is no good. No good at all. So I'm going to do arborist and remove 2 trees. I'm not going to be able to do that there. Crap. Rapper Dapper. I can't do the mudslide. I can't do the mudslide. Oh, but I can do that one. No. Oh my heave. I am so screwed. Like so ineptly screwed. Is that a 3? No, it's a 4. I could place it there. But it's my last one. No, I don't need to do this. Because I don't need to remove trees. Got it. Yes, yes, yes. Because I can't do that one. Even if I remove this tree because of that stupid thing right there. So, instead, I'm going to go... Oh, I can't go there. Nutbag. $4 to do that. That's a 2. Which will give me a thing up there. Alright. I'm going to go $1 here. No, that's going to be $4. So 3, 4. 3, 4. That gives me sticks and stones, which I will put here. Which I will go up 1 there. This comes around. Throw that down there. Oh dear, this is ugly. This is ugly. And this one's going to go here, and this is going to determine. Ah, she got me. No way I can do anything about it now. So I'm not going to get those 3 points. Man, took too many $3 during the game. That's my problem. Bad choices, people. Bad choices. That's what I made. Bad choices. All right. So for my last glorious turn, I've got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And getting the 1 more. Might as well though, right? So that's going to cost me $3, and then I could advertise for 1. And it'll get me another boost up there, which doesn't really matter. Can't get that. Can't get that. Can't get that. That's the only one that I really have. So I guess I'm going to do it. One there. No, that doesn't help. So I'm just going to do this. Get the extra point. And this gives me a +1 there. And Ray Gun Alley. Give me another point at the end of the game, but Ray Gun Alley, that's this guy right here. He will go right here like that. And I'll go boom, right there. Because all the other ones don't matter at all. All right. So that is the end of that. So now, at the game end, when tallying scores, the player gains victory point tokens the same way. So what do we do here? Well, here's first of all, we do our gold cards. So we get 3 victory points per gold card. All right, so this one I was able to get. So I got 3 victory points for that. 1, 2, and I'll take that one that fell out. 3 victory points for that. But this one I wasn't able to get, so I don't get any victory points for it. So, boom, those are done. Becky does not score gold cards. Okay, so she doesn't get any of that. She gets victory point tokens shown on all of her attractions. Any emotion bonuses are earned. So attraction values come first. So here is where she's going to rip a hole in the side. So she gets 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness. 10, 20. She's gonna totally, and I mean completely, eviscerate me. This is unheard of. Look at this. This is mine. That's hers. That's how bad I am at this game. Attraction point values for me. All right, let's see. She got 20. Let's keep that in mind, all right? Ready? 3, 4, nothing. 7, 8, 9, 10, nothing. I'm so bad at this game. All right, here we go. So I got 10 points from that. Yay, Bob. Let's see here. Emotion tracks. Does she score for emotion tracks? Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, so she gets 5, 10 more points. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm horrible. I get 5 points. Yay! So now she's only doubling my score. That's good. And then she gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So she got 8 or more, so she gets 10 more points. And then I get, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I had 7, which gives me 5 more victory points. Huh, I wonder who won. Let's see here. At the end of the game, if you have scored more victory points than Becky, you win. Well, what do you think, people? Here are Becky's. Boom. Here's Becky's score. And boom. Here is my score. Who won? Oh, that's horrible. That is super horrible. I just did not do well. I lost in every imaginable way in this game, I think. But there you have it. Let's just go ahead and count them. Let's tally them so that we can see how badly Becky beat me. So I have 10. She has 10, 20, 30, 40, 57 points. I don't even want to count mine now. That is horrible. Okay, so 57. 57 to 10, 20, 29. 57 to 29. Oh my goodness. Let's see. 59 to 27. My goodness. She beat me by 32 points. No, I'm sorry. That's the other way around. By 57, 29. So she beat me by 26 points. Goodness gracious. Well, if you were looking to see me get spanked like a red-headed stepchild, that is exactly what I was able to deliver today. This was brutal. But here's the thing, and here's the good thing that you can take away from the game at this point. We know that the AI isn't easy. Or we know that I am not good at doing well in this game. However, this was a fun experience. And that means something coming from me because I am usually not a solo gamer. I have been playing games solo a little bit more frequently because of my situation and because of, most of the people in my gaming group have regular 9-to-5 type jobs. They don't have off during the day. So many times if I'm playing games throughout the course of a day, then I'm having to do it by myself using a solo mode or something to that effect. So I am playing them more often now. But I still would rather play multiplayer. But with a game like this, where the solo mode doesn't really change a whole lot from the multiplayer experience, I can enjoy doing this because, well, if I enjoy the game multiplayer, I know I'm going to enjoy the game solo. So that's what I'm kind of pulling out of the hat here is the fact that, yes, I got whooped, but I had a good time, and you can see that the AI is not a pushover. So the solo mode can be challenging. You still have to make good decisions in order to do well. You can't just kind of go on autopilot and still win. So that means something in my opinion. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. I'm going to get on out of here. It's been about an hour and a half, which is pretty good for a game like this. It says 45 to 75 minutes. I did take my time. I did explain what I was doing a little bit more often. I think that's probably where you're going to be falling into line here. So there was, a little bit of a teaching, not really advanced teaching, but I think you get the idea, right? So that has been Tenpenny Parks from Thunderworks Games, designed by Nate Leonard. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you for joining me, and thanks for asking questions if you did. Thank you, Tom, for showing up. I appreciate your moderating. I do thank you a lot. Late to the party, I see. Oh, well. Yes, Espen, I apologize. But we will be back tomorrow. My wife and I will be playing Castlescape 2-player. If JT is able to be here, then he'll be joining us for a 3-player game of it. But we're just planning on 2-player because he's having a couch delivered tomorrow, and he doesn't know exactly when that couch is going to be delivered. So if it's early, he'll come on over and join us. If it's not early, then he won't be here, and it'll just be me and Jess. And then I've got something special planned for Saturday. Jesse's going to be at a women's conference at our church. And then the other 2 kids are going to be at a competition in a faraway place. I don't know exactly where it is. And then, so me and my son Aiden are going to be doing a live playthrough and a Q&A on Saturday to take the place of our live Q&A that Jesse and I usually do. So you can look at that. I haven't scheduled that yet, but it will be scheduled here in a little bit. But be on the lookout for that. That's coming up on Saturday. Tomorrow we will have a regular live play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. That is Pacific time. So do the math accordingly. And I will see you guys and gals on the flip side. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care.